Hello again, Akko here. Welcome to Feed the Beast Beta. Now, I've changed the way I do introduction. I keep saying the episode. I'm not going to bother saying the episode. I'm just going to say what world we're in. So, from now on, if that's alright with you guys, I'm just going to say welcome to FTB Beta. Let's play, and let me know if you think that's better or worse. If you think it's worse, I'll keep doing the episode numbers. But the episode numbers are on the episode anyway, so it's a bit redundant, isn't it? Anyway, right, what am I doing? What am I doing here anyway? This board needs updating for a start. Some things need to change, and what I need to start working towards now is an A network for my resources. A couple of things to bring you up to date on, just quickly. I'm quarrying the nether, never done it before. And I thought I'd do it for a laugh. No, it's not quite going yet. I've made a book to it, so for quick access, I made a book to get myself there and back. And as you can see, it's just clearing out with a laser, clearing out this level. So we are losing some bits. I've got some lava already as well. Let's deal with that. And if you look at my hand there, iron pick 2. I've rebuilt iron pick, so I've got iron pick 2 now. That's something I'm going to have to keep an eye on, actually. Lava deposits. I have to nip them in the bud as soon as they appear. I am losing some stuff here because hitting this stuff aggroes all them guys. Oh, that didn't. But they all certainly would. So I'm losing a bit of stuff here. I'll take that sapphire while I'm here. Oh, I did aggro him, look. I've also, while I was doing iron pick, I also did a golden diamond upgrade, and I did the golden diamond upgrade onto the rapier as well, which I should have called. I should have given that name. So that's now got 6.5 base damage. The longsword's got 7.5 base damage. So they're both the same, apart from, of course, the rapier ignores armour, which was a massive boon against the leech in the Twilight Forest on the last live stream. So I've just been tidying this up a little bit as I go. Like I said, I'm losing some of these ores, but I don't really care because I kind of want to see how much I get. And the reason why I thought I'd do this is because, of course, I need quite a bit of nether quartz to do my next day network. So I thought that would be an easy way of doing it. I'm actually up above. Hello, spider. There's a real weird noise outside my house. I hope you can't hear it. It sounds like a moped or a strimmer or something. I'm quite high up, and it looks weird because I've got my night vision goggles on. So we'll see where that quarry goes to. With the it goes, I think it goes in this direction actually. So we'll see how much. Oh shit! Loads of angry pig gentlemen. Jesus, get away! My armour now is omnipotent. I managed to get the heat to full, and when the heat got to full, the cooling tank just kicked in. The cooling tank is something I should have made straight away before. It's the biggest mistake I made when I was limited on resources was I made the water tank but not the cooling system. The cooling system is 4 eyes of ender and a control circuit, so not that expensive. As soon as you've got eyes, as soon as you get into the end anyway, it's not that expensive. So I should have made that quicker, and then I think the death that I had where I lost some stuff, the legs, I lost my MPS legs, that wouldn't have happened, certainly. There we go, there's Josh sat on his table, keeping guard of the place. So that quarry's going to start bringing stuff in soon. I have had an issue with the quarry, with the previous one, and that was the chest was filling up. This gold gate is not good enough. So the next thing I am actually on with, which I was doing just before I started filming, was making a autarkic diamond. Where's it gone? Diamond and gate, there we go. So that should combine with, I think it's that and that. Is that right? Diamond and gate, pulsating chipset, yep. Autarkic diamond and gate. So once that's made, that'll speed up. That'll be able to move full stacks at a time out of the thing there. These ores come through as ores, by the way, so I'm going to set up some fancy processing if I was going to do this a lot. I don't think I'm going to do it a lot. I'm just going to do it this one time just to see what I get. Mainly I say it's for quartz, but we'll see what else we get as well. So what I start doing is making a ME network for my resources, then we need to set some kind of processing, automatic processing for the resources. But I thought I'd go the A network first, so it's going to be a little bit of an A episode again, which is like 3 in a row, so I don't know if I'm a bit dubious about doing it. I brought the tables and stuff across here. Look, they're fitting here quite nice actually. There's the, you can see the table, the box, the chest bits behind there in the wall, but there's them bits, and then the actual tool forge in the floor there, and it fits quite nice. So I've got some spare bits in there. If you download the server episode 20, there's some bits in there. There's most of a sword there that I made by mistake. So there's some bits, and just keep you up to date. The fertilizer has run out, so we've got no fertilizer in there at all now. Most of the stuff's in good position. It looks like seeds is the lowest thing we've got. These are all staying full as you'd expect them to. And this is an issue, yeah. Jim pointed out that the energy bridge wasn't getting full power for only one consumer. So I had a good bit of a check last night, and it turns out it's been limited. It seems 200 MJ output, which means it can only take in 480, I think, MJ input, and of course a boiler can put out 720. So I had a mess around. I made a couple of extra consumers and stuff just to test them. I've got a couple of steam consumers there, and it does in fact, you need 2 consumers as far as I can tell to get the full potential out of a steam boiler. I did have this boiler, I did actually connect it up after the last episode, and I had it up to it was at about 500 degrees, and I decided to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make some more steel. First thing I need to do is make a creosote tank so I can actually keep steel production on the go without being limited to creosote or stopping the creosote. So I don't want to save that for my bees, and I'm going to make a load of steam engines. But I stopped that one because I'm going to want to move that across a couple of blocks because it's too close to fit engines down, because I'm going to need 18 engines on each one. So I generally do that 6 on a face and use 3 faces of the thing. So I'll be using front face, both side faces, so that'll be moving along a couple of blocks so I can fit engines on both the sides. So I am going to go with all the steam engines. The consumers are nice, but if I'm doing this because it's compact, but if I have to have 2 consumers, it makes it a lot less compact, so I might as well just go with steam engines. Yeah, because they do look cool. And shame that you can't set them to redstone control like you can with tesseracts and stuff. No, like this here, you can have the option. Steam engines, it'd be nice. With magmatic engines, you can. The thermal expansion ones. It'd be nice if they added that to steam engines, so you'd actually have a redstone control on them. Because the steam engine, it uses the steam gets used up no matter if you're running the engine or not. So you might as well leave the engine running all the time. So there's no need to have switchable redstone on it. You can just leave it on. You know what I mean? It seems like a bit not silly, but you know. Autarkic diamond and gate. There we go. So let's get that on there before stuff starts coming in. Now it looks like this is going to be my sorting stroke processing area. Let's see how these wooden chests will be going eventually. But, so let's whip the diamond. Whip that one off. Put the diamond one on. Oops, what happened there? Got a bit of a. You're all the way. Try again. There we go. And now this one has all these conditions. So I say it's binary, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3. So I'll do 3 backwards. So 3 right click there. Click. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not right at all. Items in inventory. Yeah, there we go. So like I said, this is binary, so that will move 1, that'll move 2, that'll move 4, that'll move 8, that'll move 16, that'll move 32, that'll move 64. So that energy pulse will move a full stack, and in theory that'll move 128, but I don't think it'll do that. I think it is limited to stacks. So that end one we might as well leave it there, see if it does, but I don't think it will. So as soon as this gets going, that can actually pull full stacks. It is an issue still, because what happens is it gets stuck with the speed of the quarry. You get one item coming in, one item, and it takes that fair stack every time. So things can back up still, even when it can move full stacks. But it's I suppose it's as safe as we can get it at the minute. Obviously I've got no control on my... I've got no power control on my quarry at the minute. But that will get better. Can always have two of them, I suppose. Looping into the same diamond pipe. Which should definitely sort things out, but something to look at in the future. Depends how much I expand my quarry system. I do... Hopefully this world will maintain for 1.6, and I do plan on going like multiple fusion reactors and all shit like that as we get further into the series, just because, you know what I mean? Right. So I'm going to make some components for my main ME processing. Now, I'm starting to like this work table thing. I've not used it much. As you can see, there's several junky recipes in there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding some useful recipes to it now. And what I'm going to need for that is, let me just clear them out. Gold sword, you can piss off. Nuggets. Nether quartz. So I was doing a little bit of manual mining in the nether there. That's when I thought, screw it, I'll do a quarry. I've got a bit of nether quartz. It should be enough to get this ME network up and going. I have made the first component. I've made the controller, but that's all I've made. What we can do then in here, and from the previous quarry, I've got quite a bit of Certus quartz, so it should be alright. Should be get a good bit on the go. Right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. It says storage cell, and I want to right click that so that I'll keep that storage cell in there. What I'm going to end up with here is, so I'm actually going to make 3 of them. Oops, what's going on there? Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. So I'm going to make 3 of them at the minute. Take that out. So there's nothing in there, right? If you break this, that's why I'm starting to like it. You see there are still some scribbles on this. If I put it back, I've got lag issues and it vanishes. Come on. Generally if you open a chest, that sorts that out. There we go. If I put that back, it remembers the recipes, which is kind of awesome. So you can have these, you can have one of these set. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one up to make all my storage cells. Pretty good, eh? So next storage cell is the 16k, which is it that one? 16k, yeah, it's one of them. A bit of glass in this time as well. Grab a stack of glass. So one of them. What? Sorry. What am I doing? So one of them. 3 of them. I can't believe I forgot it. I looked at it like a second ago. Come on. 4 redstone, 3 of them. Gold and a glass. Gold. Glass. 3 of them. There we go. So, bam. Oops. What am I missing? Redstone. Bam. Yay, bam. So now, click that, and I've got that one stored in there as well now. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, what the plan is, just to start off with, is I'm going to want an ME drive full of 1k storage cells. I'm going to want a ME drive with 4 or 5 16Ks to start with, and I'll eventually put them up to 64s. So because that's a bit tedious, I'm going to do it off camera. I'll be back in a bit when that's done, and we'll see where we go next. Okay, this is weird then. I'm in the nether, and the quarry's not quarrying everything. It's missing quite a lot of netherrack. I don't know if it's just netherrack it's skipping. Which I don't really mind. No, it's skipping tainted soil as well. What about all this? So it's taking the quartz. I can live with that. Very strange though. It's kind of what happens, you know, if you've got lava. Zombie pigmen are really angry with me at the minute, so I'm having to kill a few of them. But it's taking the good stuff, so I shouldn't worry about it, I don't think. But it looks like it's ignoring a lot of the netherrack. It's taking some of it, because I've seen it at the other end. I've noticed there wasn't a lot coming through, so I had a quick look. Some gold out there, wonderful. Let's make sure it takes that. Doesn't seem to go into the corners either, so I think maybe it thinks there's lava there, so it's skipping stuff, I don't know. But it's getting quartz, which is what I was after really, so as long as it gets quartz, that's all I really care about. I'm curious to see if it'll get cobalt and stuff as well, because I'm not sure if Tinker's Construct stuff can only be mined with Tinker's Construct tools, so I'm not sure what would happen with a quarry. Okay, well I'll meet you back at the base. The diamond pipe's working very well. It's just as soon as anything goes in there, it's clearing it. But there is not a great deal going in, is there? So it may be a bit different if this was going full bore. But well, it's working though. So okay, I've got that thing fully populated, that work table with all the bits I need to make some storage. What I'm doing now is I'm just making some more conduit, redstone conduit, and I'm going to run power from the boiler down in the basement there across to the room where the thing's going to be in. So I'll get that sorted, and when I've got ready to put some bits together and start up our main ME network, I'll be back and we'll sort that out. Actually, I'm back straight away. I thought I'd better show you this. There we go. That's what we've got in there up to now. Sapphire, gold, iron, quartz, tin, silver, cobalt and ardite. So that can be mined by quarry. So it's for everything. Pig iron is steel. Pretty much everything apart from diamond up to now. I guess diamond might be lower. I've seen some diamond in there, but I didn't mine it because I didn't have a look pick on it at the time. Wonderful. So that's working quite nice. Got us a bit of nether quartz. Of course, these things, when you process them, so nether iron ore, for example, if you smelt it, you get 2 iron ore blocks. So you actually have to smelt that into double the amount of ores. So, and then you can put the ores through as normal. So each one of these is actually worth double an overwhelmed ore. So if you do it pulverize that, you get 3 pulverized iron, whereas if you smelt it first, you get 2 ore, which then of course can be pulverized into 4 iron. So you can double up your shit quite a lot. And same with the induction smelter, gets you 2 ore as well. Macerator goes straight for the 4, does it? Well, no, there seems there's 2 recipes there. Strange. Industrial grinder gets definitely gets you 4, plus some tiny stuff. And blast furnace, interesting. With calcium carbonate, okay. With calcium carbonate gets you 5 refined iron. Strange. Okay, right, off again. Back in a bit. Okay, here we are again then. A few hours have passed. I've been sat out in the garden, had a couple of beers, listening to the cricket on the radio. And there you go, you can see the quarry's still working away. It's still weird at the other end, I won't show you it again, but it's certainly weird. We have got a couple of... That's never core, okay, I thought it was never wrecked. Never diamond, a couple of nether diamonds there. Platinum ore, that's interesting. Never platinum. I don't know if there's uranium in there. Iridium, I mean. I'm not seeing any yet. But there we go, we're getting quite a good stock of things in there, and that's going quite nice. And the fact that it's not mining everything means it's going nice and steady and slow. But as you can see, it is getting some netherrack. It's not all of it. Very weird. Very weird. As you see, I made some bits. I suppose I can put them in now. So let's actually do that. So I made the basics. As you saw, we had the ME controller, and the ME controller, I've wired it. I've got power up to there, as you can see, and I've gone the power. I've took the power right underneath the path. So if I break that, it's there, you see, anywhere along this path, break the middle block, then you'll see the power running to here, and then I brought it in here, and I was going to bring it to the middle, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have a big molecular assembly thing here, the ME auto crafting thing, right in the middle. So I run it through the door and then branched off. I've come to the side, so that's got power. It's not powering anything, of course, but it's got power, so that's the important bit. So now we can start putting things on that. So connecting these things will make them all count. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have... So what I've basically made then is ME chest, straightforward. I'm sure you've pretty seen it. You've seen all these from the other day anyway, so I won't show you in the NEI. But so what I want is an ME chest and an ME drive along the bottom. Now these are going to have all the things that we usually use. So these are going to have like eventually 64k storage drive. One will have ingots, all pre-formatted of course. One will have just ingots, one will have just gems like diamonds, coal and redstone and stuff. One will have organic stuff like that. And then these other 3 ME drives, these are going to have just 1k drives and one particular item in. Same as what we've done with the farm. So one of these will have 8,128 cobble, one will have dirt, so on and so forth. So we've got room for 30 separate materials in there, bulk materials, and then we've got room for 10 drives of formatted materials. So that's where we're going to go with that. And then in the middle here, I want my ME access terminal, ME crafting terminal for later on when we're crafting, just so we can see what's crafted at the minute. Oops, that's not what I meant. ME crafting monitor was what I was talking about, so we can see what's crafting. And then I've made an ME crafting terminal as well because I've been watching Direwolf, and it's a bit better functionality. If you could just click on the question mark and it puts it in there, and if you've got the materials in your drives, then you can just craft it straight out of there. So that's really nice. But I like that one because it's got more space to look at. But the fact that the crafting works off the little question mark of any AI now means that I like that one as well. So I thought I'd make both. So there we go. So that's our ME wall, if you will. And like I say, I think I'm just going to be 5 by 5. So 1, 2. So I'll come up to here. I might even do 7 by 7. I've heard they did crash things at first, but I have a big MAC under there. Molecular assembler chamber. That's what MAC stands for. Remember. Yeah, so other things we need in here then is we need our drive preformatter, which I'm going to have down there, and I'll have the pattern encoder on this side, and then we'll be able to make things and then drop the pattern into the Mac there, and we'll have a nice automated thing. And of course, if we need more things, we can put them up there, and I can also use loads of storage monitors, which I'm going to be making some of. Storage monitors, they show you one particular item that you can set, but if you add a conversion matrix, if you're right clicking with a conversion matrix, you can actually take things out of that. So I might actually have like a wall of various well used things that are on the edge there. That's quite a good idea, I think. So, and I'm going to keep this sorting thing in here, and what we'll eventually do is once all this is connected up, we'll just have this going into a ME interface. So the chest will go straight into an ME interface, put things into the system, and I'm going to use a new condenser there, ME condenser, and you can use that. That's like the void pipe. Things that we don't want will go straight into the condenser, and I'm going to set things with priorities so that I still can set that with a priority. If not, we'll have to use a storage bus and a void chest perhaps. Void chest isn't quick enough. I'll work it out anyway. Right, so that's that bit. While I'm here, just to show you why I had gate up on NAI, you may or may not have noticed. What's going on? Let me put that up there, please. Is everything lit in here? F7 doesn't show me any. A couple of little darks, but well, that'd be unfortunate if a creeper spawned on there, wouldn't it? So let's add a bit of temporary lighting while we've got barrels, just so that nothing untoward happens. Yeah, so you saw gate. I was just reminding myself how to craft the iron autarkic and gate. So that's what I've just made. We've got the autarkic gate, have you seen, of course, is the basic one. Then the iron and gate is a slightly upgraded one. That when you make the iron and gate, it's got the redstone chipset and a piece of the red pipe wire. So I made 2 of them, and then I converted one into an autarkic gate, and one is just a normal iron gate. And what we can do is use a pipe wire to set a condition on the receiving inventory that fires the giving inventory. So what we've got here is low fuel, red pipe signal, and then when the red pipe signal's on, that energy pulses and sends coal coke. It's going to obviously a bit slow, so it's going to be waiting, but what that means is once this gets over 15, I think it's 25%, possibly 8. Once it gets over a certain amount of coal coke in the bottom there, then that'll turn off and it'll stop sending coal coke until it requests some more. And what I've done here is basic vanilla hoppers up there. I've put a load of coal in that one, a load of iron in that one, and a basic autarkic gate there to a chest. We'll just pull any steel out of here. So as long as the chest doesn't overfill, we don't have to worry about that. And then at this side, underneath here, I've made a 3x3x4 tank, so the same size as a blast furnace, 3x3x4. steel tank under there, which is happily collecting the creosote oil, so we don't have to worry about the creosote oil for a while. We'll be using that for bee stuff, so I'm not going to bother squeezing seed oil, I'm just going to use creosote oil. So that is under there storing away, and when we come to use that, I've left a little hole there so we can put liquid up there with a liquid tesseract, sending it to wherever we need it. So a little automated, pretty much automated steel setup. You just need to add coal and iron to get that going. Right, back to the other base then. It's time to start populating our ME drive with storage cells. So once this place is loaded in, there we go. So I've got 8 things in there now. As you saw, I've got the basic storage cell, so I've got the 1, the 4, the 16 and the 64k storage clusters in there. I've got the pattern to make a 1k storage cell. Now if you make a 1k storage cell, so we need a storage cell first, so let's make a storage cell first. So we've got one of them. Now we can make a 1k storage cell. When it comes to a 64k, you need 64 takes 3 of them, which takes 3 of them, so 9, which takes 3 of them, so it works out we need 27 of the basic storage cells to make one 64k. So you see that, and the 27 of them takes 27 basics plus another 9 basics, so 36 basic processors, and then 4 diamonds, so 36 gold and 4 diamond processors for every 64k. And I actually ended up making a 64k to get the patterns in there, so we've got 64k. I've actually got 2 1k storage cells. Of course I have. I had to make one for that. So what we can do is, I'll be making 1k storage cells. Whenever I want a 64k though, what I can do is I'll make a 1k in that thing there, and then if I put it in my hand, shift right click it, it actually pops the storage cell out of there, and I can put the 64k in there. So I don't need a separate recipe for each of the storage housing ones. You know what I mean? So if you look back at our applied thing there, you see that you can make all the storage clusters, and you can craft them in storage housing. But rather than have 4 separate recipes for storage housing, you can just make a 1k and pop it out, and then because you're going to use more storage cells anyway, so pop that out, put that back in there, make your 64k, and just slot it back in. So all very good, all very good. So what I'm going to start with then is I'll start with 10 of these and make 10 of them if we've got enough. We have not. What do we need then? We are missing nothing. What are we missing? Oh, of course it's load stack, of course. Now we're missing stuff. Now we're missing iron. Now because I used all that iron for the steel, I've actually just banged 5 stacks of iron into the little automated thing over there. So that'll be making me 10 stacks of iron ingots to replace all these that we're using. Know what we're missing? Redstone. I ain't got any redstone yet, so we'll go back over there for now. And what we want to do is we're going to jump down here and grab these guys. Once we've loaded in, it's loaded in pretty quick this time. We'll grab them 2 guys and do a quick check on the stocks in here. That's staying around 1200. I think that's going to be the slowest item there, so that's actually maintaining its level. That's been 1200 all day, so I don't think we're in fear of actually losing anything. The other ones are gradually getting closer to 8128, I guess. I think we're pretty good. I think that's looking pretty solid, in fact. So now we can jump over here and I can nick 2 bits of wood. Oh, see, if you notice, I had 37 levels earlier. I enchanted my shovel, the earth mover. Got efficiency 3 and repair 1, so repair 1's alright. It's the amount of times I use a shovel, repair 1's going to be fine, to be honest. So that's okay. Partition editor, we're going to want on that side. You can see where the power comes in there. And then pattern encoder, we can go on that side. And the only thing we're missing, I think, is an I/O drive, which we will need at some point, which I suppose I could put there. Okay, so partition editor. So what we're going to use for all our 1K storage cells. And our first one, of course, is going to be dirt. Format that. And then we want cobble. Oops. And what I've done wrong, of course, is I've not actually put any dirt or cobble in there. Right, I'll cut the camera, I'll get some bits ready to start formatting some of these. I'll get a few formatted and show you, and then we'll format our first 64K, our big one that I had to make, which will be going in this drive. Awesome, back in a bit. So, here we are then. I've got some bits into my ME terminal there. I've got some ingots. I brought my ingots from the other base across here, and I've got a bit of cobble and a bit of dirt. And what we've got in here is... it should actually be that way, I think. Right. What I've got is set priorities. No, it shouldn't be. It should be the other way. So priorities before, you used to shift right click with a wrench. But now it's changed. What we've got here is... we're sorting by priority cell order. And if you look at this tab here, you've got a little priority tab and all the things that can have a priority. So 3 is higher than 2. Is that correct? The higher priorities are more important than lower ones, of course. So what I actually want is this to be 4, which I have. So really, 4 is higher than 3. So as far as I understand it, they should be up there. According to the wiki, you can set storage priorities in the priority tab. Higher priorities are more important than lower ones, and by default all storages are set to 1. So as far as I read that, then 4 should be a higher priority than 3. Yeah? So these ingots in this pre-formatted drive should be a higher priority than like dirt and cobble in those 2 pre-formatted drives. But it's not. You can see that, let's look at this, that's the correct cell order. See dirt, cobble, and that's dirt comes before cobble, so that's correct, the cell order is correct. It's just the priorities back to front. I always thought that 1 should be the higher priority, that's the way priorities normally work, but this looks backwards to me. And then I've got this one set to 2, and I was going to have my storage bus on my trash set to 1. I messed with it the way around. This thing doesn't have a priority, so I'm not sure how you determine what goes into it. This is the ME condenser, so I don't think I'll be using this. What you can do, you can put things in there and it'll trash them. So that's just trashing it, you can't even see it. That's just deleting the things that I put in it. But what I'm going to do is use a storage bus, because storage buses have a priority. So what I want is, I want the priority of the storage bus lower than the storage cells here. So this will fill up first, and then once this gets full, it'll go to the storage bus, which will be attached to a trash can. So essentially, once this is full, any excess data will get trashed. I've done it in the other worlds, and when I get to it I'll show you it, but that's all you need to know for now. So what I've done is, if you want to look in this ingots one, this is a 16K. In the 16K there, I formatted it to have them ingots in it. It still actually showed that because that's what I had in there last. So if I clear all that out, not actually clearing everything as I'd like it to, but you know, if I put that in there, you'll see that's what's pre-formatted into there. And I'll have to actually look at that partition tab, that's new to me actually. I know precision is MBT data, so that'll store in damaged stuff, or precision will only store in exactly what you put in there. If you have it as fuzzy, then it'll store like damaged items like weapons or tools that have got durability damage. You know, so that goes in there. So all I think gets all kind of stuff in there, and then I'm just filling up these 1Ks in here. So let us get a couple more 1Ks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got another 16K there, and what I've actually got in here is I've put the 64K in there. So anything that doesn't have a partitioned place to go to will end up in here. So this is kind of like a dump chest, so I can see what needs adding to which particular thing in the chest there, because that's totally unformatted, and everything else will be formatted. So these, let's clear that again. 1k storage, and that's going to be smooth. Can't type. Stone. Format. I'll take that one out, and then next is going to be sand, and so on. What else we've got there? Gravel. And make sure to remember to put a bit of gravel in there, and stone brick. Get over there. There we go. Stone brick. So of course we'll be setting up auto crafting for all these things using the igneous extruder, and now they all can go in there. Smooth stone, sand, gravel, stone brick. So any of these items that go in there should get prioritised right. So if we shut that and open it again, you see it's put them all in the right order that they're in the thing there. So I think the priorities are backwards. Right, I'm going to cut again. I'm going to get my gems across here. I'm going to start getting it so I can put these things in. Obviously these aren't processed, so these aren't going anywhere yet. But what they can all do is, that's a 64k drive, so it can fit loads of stuff in there. So I can just get rid of all these barrels now and stick everything in there. And I'll be back probably when that's done. See you in a bit. Well, back again, and that's about as far as I can go at the minute. I've used all my Certus ore. I've got a bit of Certus quartz dust left, but I've used all my quartz up, so I can't really make any more of the storage cells, because each of the basic storage cells need one. But so I've got a few things in there. It's coming along quite nicely. I'm still not sure with the sorting it yet. It doesn't seem right. It starts off with ingots like it's meant to, and it's got ingots further down which it's not meant to. But all these are in pre-formatted things, apart from a couple of things there. The shards from Thaumcraft, soul sand, obsidian, planks I've not put in anywhere yet, so they're going to the bottom one. Everything else goes into there. Now just before we finish, I'm actually finished with under 40 minutes today for a change. So I'm going to jump back to the other base and I'll show you how this nether ore works if you've not seen it before. Wait for the door to open. So as you can see, we've got no quartz left, and the basic ones there need quartz, of course. So no more for now. I just you may notice there's a hole in the floor. I'm going to make a trash can and a storage bus and sort my priorities out off camera. There we go. We can start slinging all this stuff in here now. We'll start with diamond, and then platinum, gold. Plenty of gold there. Look. See what we get from the rubies and the ferrous, and then gold, and then we've got a bit of steel there as well. And I'll sling them zinc in after it. That'll just turn them zinc dusts that come from the sphalerite, I think. Sphalerite has a chance of dropping a bit of zinc dust as well, so you can get that. What that's doing is, so instead of dropping diamonds, it actually puts diamond ore in there. So then you can, once you've done that, you can take them back out and manually mine them with your fortune 3 pick. And so what we've got there, 10. So see how many diamonds we get out of them. 10. We've got so 21 diamonds out of that. Not bad at all, eh? And will of course work for all the other stuff. Okay, so platinum tends straight to ferrous, did it? No, platinum ore is not going through the powered furnace. Okay. See what ruby does. That should turn into ruby ores. It does. So what do we do with the platinum then? Can anything be done with that? Pulverizer gets us pulverized shiny metal and a 10% chance of iridium ore. What industrial grinder? That's there we go. So that's what we want then, isn't it? Pulverized shiny metal is same as platinum. So one of them platinum ores will get us 6 platinum ingots, 2 iridium nuggets, and a bit of nickel dust if we use it with a mercury cell, which is of course quicksilver. So I'll be saving them platinum ores. And it's kind of the same thing we save the ferrous ore for as well. Is that going to give us ferrous coal? So if you look at ferrous, that's the same. We're going to put that in exactly the same place. So platinum ore and the ferrous ore is a bit similar if you look at it in the industrial grinder. That gets us, well no, it's actually, that only gets us 1 pulverized shiny metal, so that platinum ore really is nice. If each one of them gives us 6 platinum ingots. Very nice. Okay then, well I'm going to wrap up there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I don't think I mentioned it in another video the other day when I kept trying to press, I was trying to type in the thing, it wouldn't let me type R. It was these options here, these 3 little dots. And I changed the sort key there to semicolon from R. That's what was stopping me. I thought I'd shown it on camera, but I must have deleted the bit where I mentioned it. Anything else I need to mention that I've been remiss about? I don't think so. I think that's about it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Our sorting system is kind of on the way. As soon as I finish this nether ore quarry, we'll go back to a normal quarry. I'll connect that to the system there, and we'll start populating the cells with quarried stuff. And then for now, I have to filter off the stuff that needs processing. And I guess the next step is to get our processing over there as well. I also need to get the animal farms sorted, and need to get some spawners on the go. So I guess that's the next 3 things to do: processing, animal farms, and spawners. So I hope you join me to see what I do with them. And yeah, I'll bid you farewell for now. Cheers. Bye.